We can put a sink in there, any way that you want to have it set up. We can create the space for you. You know, no limit to what needs to be done. Built in, you know, natural looking stones, but it's actually a porcelain, believe it or not. More tolerant to finishes, you know, multi-layers, gloss lacquer, oak wood veneers. We can change it up to whatever you want to see in your space, but we will create that space for you now, you know, and it will still have the same custom cabinetry, built-ins, you know, microwaves, refrigerators at those lower levels, you know, and it's not just our kitchens, but our bathrooms as well, customized to each and every material that our client wants to see. We have an extensive library that will allow us to, you know, produce and create different colors, themes that you want to see in your space. So, you know, it's limitless when you look at all the materials that you have here. You got your ceramic tiles, okay, that look like oak material for flooring, walls, large platforms, you know, a lot of materials here. And this is the magic table. This is where it all happens. You know, I take my architectural drawings that I created for you, lay those out, and we start picking and choosing different materials that allow you to see, you know, how the colors work together, the textures, the patterns, you know, to bring a more cohesive design together for you. You know, makes it that much easier. You know, we love to actually have the clients involved in our projects. It's always been one of our specialties, of course, to bring everything together and let them see and feel those materials that they're going to have in their space. Yeah. So, yeah. So we can, like I said, come up with a couple of ideas, you know, don't get nervous, start looking at things, and everything's limitless. We'll even have finishing materials, the toilets, the grab bars, shower areas, you know, which are big now. You know, the latest in Italian design, porcelain materials, sinks, tubs that will custom fit for your space. You know, a lot of sample materials here, and these are a couple of different ideas that can be done with minimum space. You know, that little nook that you were talking about in the basement, you know, turn into a little shower area for you. You know, walk in, you know, and it's not so much just getting something simple done, but creative juices. Where are the, you know, materials taking you? Where do you want to see yourself in your space? That's what it's about. So, you know, a lot of times different concepts of different materials that can be utilized. So, you know, I think it's a good idea. And the detail to materials really stands out here. So, even if you want to keep a tub in, that's fine. Give it a nice little finish, full glass, you know, can be utilized as well. You know, smooth transitions. It's the way to do things now. You know. And the magic of the seating now, which actually changes, and which is interesting. If you look inside of this tub, excuse me, this shower area right here, we got some little seat, you know. It's all different shapes, various sizes. We like to come up with different little whimsical ideas for our clients as well. Yeah, of course you got your modern from your standard toilets, you know, all energy efficient here to the electric units. This one isn't plugged up now, but they all have them doing magical things right now. So, yeah, that's what we do. Yeah. You know? I'm gonna take around and take a look at some. Which is interesting because of the flooring. Natural materials, of course, we like to use natural materials as much as possible. materials part of our social mission for sustainability. You know, where these materials, they may have been repurposed from something else. This could have been a barn at one point in time, but it had been refinished. You know, that natural look. Give you that quality that you're looking for in materials. So, a lot of that as well. You know, and just the idea and concepts of bringing, you know, little technologies, little groups together, you know, more storage in all of your units. You know, everything is on a soft touch. You know, store all your materials, you know, just those little things that you can use to personalize your space. That's what we're all about. Giving you, I'm not knocking them, but we're not that Home Depot and Lowe's. We're going to stay away from that. We don't want, I'm not downplaying them as far as quality, but we want to give you something that's going to stand the test of time, but at the same time, not everyone else has. Yeah. A lot of materials to play with. And again, depending on your theme, we can come up with a different concept, how textured you want to see your walls. It's apparent, you know. A lot goes on, so. Depending on your taste. Oh. It's all right.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No. Yeah. We went for the blues, the browns, the grays, you know. Modern look. Everything here is more of a modern conceptual look. And it lends itself to clean lines. And that's what I like to deal with a lot. Just changing the stigma. A lot of times you may want to stay with old traditional looks, which is fine. You know, we can find those for you too. You know, but it has to have the details. The details are what makes everything. So that's what we did here.